Thank you for joining us here on our video about prepping cabinets and using the all-in-one paint products. We're going to show you some quick tips on how to get started rejuvenating and renewing your kitchen. Subscribe below if you like this video and check out our other videos on some great DIY projects around your home. First thing we're going to do is talk about prep. And the only thing that we ask you to do when using the all-in-one paint product is to clean well using a degreasing product, something like TSP. A lot of people don't know what that is. Just put it onto a damp cloth and rub it onto your surface. Clean your door with it, and again, you don't have to rinse it away. If you're using other products like a degreaser or TSP, you do have to thoroughly rinse that off because that will leave a residue on the door that will also that could affect your paint finish. So just clean your surface. So we're going to start off and put on a coat of paint here, and we're going to just show you how easy this paint works and how quickly that you can get great coverage. Just starting off, putting on, we're going to paint this door in one of our fantastic colors that people really love today, and it's called Mediterranean. I'm going to hold that close so you can see it. Yeah, it looks great on cabinets if you want to be one of those fashion people. It's really even furniture. Don't forget that this is also a furniture paint, and it doesn't require that you sand. And I'm going to show you started. So what we say to do is, first of all, I'm using our brush available here also. And this brush gives you great full, quick coverage, holds a lot of paint, and you can stipple or you can use the True Applicator. And we're finding more often people like using the True Applicator sponge. Plenty of paint. Don't be stingy with the paint. So what we want to do is get the paint moved around using our brush. Don't worry about brush strokes right now, just move it around, all right? And because we're on a dark door, we're probably going to get this covered in one coat. My sponge kind of go down into this raised panel here. I'm letting it kind of lay down into that crack. And I'm not worrying that I've got a little bit of strokes or light spots at this moment, because I'll catch that in a second. This is one of our neutral, kind of a warm gray. And it may, well, I hope it's looking warm gray. This top color as we go. If you have oak floors and you have a lot of browns going on in your home right now, and maybe you're trying to transition into the gray family and trying to liven it. Maybe you already have this granite on your countertop. So either or, it doesn't have to be real granite, it can be anything, but look how well this color plays off of this. Normally this is an oak door or something where you've got a lot of earth tones. This color is a chameleon. It really works so well with any color of countertops. Even if you have an off-white, an almond, even if you have a black in your house, look how well that bounces off of that. You can even make this work in a gray. These are silestone samples. Look at that, it even plays off the gray. Even more of a steel gray. This one's a true gray. Can you see that one just a little bit more of a charcoal family? This color still works with that. So what I'm trying to say is it's going to bridge the gap between earth tones and cool tones. This is a fabulous color to do that, and Stonehenge is our latest and newest color in the all-in-one paint product. I'm going to put on the second coat and show you how beautiful this second coat coverage is using the same technique, brushing on a good full coat and then stippling it with the True Applicator. We've always stippled with our brush, but we're finding so many people getting great results using the True Applicator, and they're not confused by that, and they don't get second guessing themselves, that we are just going to really just start showing that as our kind of go-to, because it is so easy. I bounce back between multiple different ways, and I'm just going to start talking mainly about doing that second coat with a sponge. Zero. You really don't have to be a skilled painter. And what she's saying is so true. That's exactly what we are all about. Not hiring a painter to do it, but just trying it yourself and getting great results. And that way you don't have to go spend thousands of dollars for something. Just for $20 or $30, you can make your cabinets look fantastic and totally redo your kitchen, bathroom, furniture, whatever it is. Or if you're using the whites in Cashmere or in our color called Manor House, those two whites are true whites, and also Coliseum. That's another white right here behind me actually. This door's in Coliseum. We're going to do a lipstick test on that one in a moment. But those three whites, if you're painting over something, we recommend that you use our primer, and that's a hide primer that's going to help you get there a little bit quicker and help you get the coverage that you need. This is one of the latest of the all-in-one paints, and this is Irish Garden, and this one is so beautiful. Sanding the glosser on this door, and if you can see it, you can kind of see that it's got a low luster, kind of a matte look to it already. This was a very been a great color add for us in the all-in-one paint line, so I really love this color myself. So you notice I'm just putting on paint. I'm really just moving it around, trying to get down into the cracks and crevices and so on that my applicator is not going to reach so easily, and just putting the paint around. And then I'm going to go back, and I'm also dipping back into the paint. I'm not dry brushing this, so you have to leave paint on the surface, and then take your applicator, and this one is good and dry, and just go in here and stipple this door. You can paint your front door as well as your shutters. You can paint your outdoor furniture as well as your cabinets and your home furniture on the inside, and get a great durable finish and have something that's very cleanable. Even though it doesn't have that latex look or that heavy gloss or sheen or that plastic coat look, it has the look of a finished wax chalk paint. That's what we set out to do, and that's what we did. We put all of those elements that make it great, that wax and all the primers in it, so it's going to bond and it's going to hang on. And it also is going to be very durable and scrubbable. And I'm going to show you here, zoom in I hope.
Yep.
I'm going to show you using her red lipstick. You can see that.
It's kind of a burgundy, but
kind of a burgundy.
close.
Normally we got a red, but we don't now. So this is our color Coliseum. But I just want to show you, I'm using this thing called Grime Boss. It's just a white. Just want to show you how it cleans up and how you can just remove everything right there. And it's not going to take the paint off. This paint's not coming off. Just show you how easily you can get this to come off and get all that red off of it right now. So since everybody is so into the idea of antiquing and distressing, we also made a great easy product to give you that old look without doing all the sanding and all the hard work. We made a product, antiquing gel, and it's called Weathered Wood, and the reason being it's kind of a brownish gray. It works great on the browns, the blacks, on all the colors. It looks really, really well. It looks great, actually. And I'm going to show you on color Coliseum. This store has on a coat of paint. It could probably use another, but we're going to use this just for experimenting and showing you what the weathered wood can look like. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm just going to use my brush, dipping right into the weathered wood. And I'm just going to put on a coat of this product. Bit of a circular motion, and I can just take off as much or as little as I want, and I'm going to try to leave a lot hanging down in these cracks because that's what makes it look beautiful without being overdone, because I don't like it to look like to accent the detail. Now if this door had a lot of detail, a risen detail and wood carvings and all that, you can imagine how beautiful that would look. But most cabinets don't these days, and most furniture don't these days. So this can look modern. It can look farmhouse, or it can just look traditional. I'm going to take this a step further, and I'm going to show you what giving it. Now this normally you would lay this aside if you were satisfied with this look, but because this paint is green, and we just painted this just very recently, I'm going to use what I call a wet distressing. And this rag, because it's got a little tooth to it, it's a terry cloth rag. Distressing. And this rag, because it's got a little tooth to it, it's a terry cloth rag. In here and kind of pull back and distress this on the edges. Now, just to kind of bring out and highlight some of this door. And only with a wet rag am I doing that. I'm not making any dust or dirt in my house. 4 hours to do it. You couldn't do it, even difficult with a sanding block. So know if you're going to do this, you got to do each door as you go. Maybe do one, come back, do another. Paint one, then jump back over and antique this one. And you can just take it as far as you want to go and as much as you want to bring out that you can. So this gives you that very rich European look, if that's what you choose to do. Just keep dipping in the water if you need to keep softening the paint. Antiquing gel in weathered wood gives you that nice subtle toning without overtaking the piece like wax does. So wax is, you have to reapply wax, but this product is sealed right from the start without requiring any wax, and using the antiquing gel just gives you that look, and plus gives you an extra coat of durability and lasting performance on your piece. So I really encourage you to use the antiquing gel. And what we found people are using, this is our color called Abbey. And this is another gray that has a warm tinge to it. Unlike Stonehenge, Stonehenge is also nice and warm. So these colors together make it bring to give you, maybe this is your island or your lower cabinets, and then use Stonehenge on your upper cabinets. It's a great combination. Again, if you have oak floors and a warm countertop and you're trying to go into the gray trend, this is a great way to do it and a great way to get that look without changing and tearing out everything that you own. So let's just look. Here are the two colors painted together, and they're really a great color match. We think they look great together. Now, if that's too dark for you and you would prefer not to have something quite so dark,
grab your Coliseum.
Yeah, this door in the gorgeous Stonehenge looks fantastic with this as a white, and this color would be your uppers. This is Coliseum, and this is Stonehenge. So that would be great.
If that's your countertop.
Yeah, look at that. Looks great with that granite. Pulls in those colors again. Let's talk about some of the greens, because everybody loves. This is one of our favorites, and it's a gorgeous bright color. I think of it as a very young color and fun. Again, beach, especially if you like Florida bathrooms and the very fun stuff. And also teenagers love this. It's still trending and it looks great with grays. Our color Cobblestone looks awesome with it. This is Cobblestone here. You can also pair it with navy. Painted on. This was the first coat, and I want you to see in the middle contrast. It's a little blue-green, maybe. It's a little bit of everything. It depends on the light that it's in. But again, this looks great. If the bathroom is white floors, white walls, great way to add a little color. Brings in your towels. Then you can do, maybe you do all white linens with this. Gives it a very serene and spa feel to the room. But this, again, just want you to see what stippling does, and that it doesn't create what you think it does. You would think it's going to add this horrible layer of texture to it, but it actually really does not. And if you continue this on the second coat, do the same thing, brush on the paint texture using the stipple motion using the true applicator, you won't get brush strokes or a heavy buildup or brush marks coming in your piece or overlap marks. You're going to get a nice, beautiful, sprayed on looking finish like she described. This is fabulous with the antiquing gel. A great neutral, again, if you have all those yellows and the golds and you're still in that gold family, this is a great color.
If you have any countertops that have that black and gold color in it, really, really pretty.
Yep, that pairs well with neutrals, grays, blacks, everything. This is a great color. I use this in my own home. I use it a lot, actually.
I actually think that's the color I'm going to paint my cabinet.
This is our #1 off-white. People always ask for they want a cream, but they don't want it to be yellow. This makes it look yellow on this monitor. It's really, truly not. It's a great cream. If you want an off-white a true antique white, maybe that's the best way to say it. It isn't yellow at all. Antique, using the weathered wood antiquing gel, it'll give you this same homespun look if you want that. It's very traditional, and you will never tire of this, no matter what color your hardware is, no matter what color your countertops are. This one is fabulous. This is an off-white. These are like a Carrara marble, not a snow white, but an off-white. Beautiful that looks with that.
That's pretty.
Very neutral if you want to be monochromatic in your whole room. You want to turn the whole place white. There you go. This with it. Wow, isn't that gorgeous? I love this with it. Just a little black and cream. You can change your countertops. These are real granite. These are like silestone or some of the man-made pieces that look and feel like granite. Though. That's kind of a Carrara again. Can you see that? Just a little bit. Really pretty, or like a travertine color. Is a chameleon too. It just kind of goes with everything you put it with. You can see it even looks good with black. Even though you think two dark colors, then one's not gonna look good. It could look great depending on your backsplash now. Because what if your backsplash was, who knows, golds? Yeah, definitely think about painting your backsplash maybe in one of the neutral colors to kind of tone this down a little bit. Maybe brighter, lighten it up. So that would be a great option. Or even going with the lighter color on top. Paint your backsplash all the way down if you had black. Gray. It has a blue cast, a blue undertone.
Slight.
It's awesome color. Different lights. It makes changes. Another chameleon, but all colors change in lights. You know how our hair looks different in lights, and so do paints. So if you got a lot of natural light coming in, that's going to kill off some of the blue. And well, it depends. Again, it depends. If you have incandescent light in your room, light coming in. If you have some fluorescence like in your kitchen, it's going to look more blue. So depending on light, that's what it's going to reflect. This will cover 140 square feet, and I know that sounds incredible. You saw the coverage we got just out of a dip or two of paint, so you can imagine how far this is going to go. This is not like painting out of your old Behr can. This is the distressing technique. We put on the antiquing gel to tone this paint and to leave some of that antiquing gel around the edges, and then we used our wet washcloth just to go in here and softly rub away this paint, which had just been applied the last hour or so. So while we were able to go in and just use that rag to softly distress this as much or as little as you like. The antiquing gel is super easy to work with. Never fear about putting on too much. You can simply remove it by wetting or dampening your rag a little more and get it where you want it. You can put on a second coat if you take off too much. And if you don't like anything you've done, guess what? Just paint over it. It's that simple. Subscribe below if you like this video, and check out our other videos on some great DIY projects around your home.